All right, guys, welcome to another WTL Arena review. And today we're looking at a North American Iron to Gold level game here. Do you guys see anything interesting when you're looking at this?
Yeah, so this is a very explosive bot lane,
Hmm.
and these are also incredibly difficult to execute champions on the Draven and the Pike side. So I don't like recommending these type of champions for anyone below Emerald, really. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to perform on these really tough champs.
Yeah, I feel like red side team comp is kind of like Exodia when you're playing in like the lower skill brackets, like the Ornn versus the double immobile, the Mordekaiser versus kind of like a champion with no dashes in the poppy. I feel like I mean, outside of the Yasuo is pretty tricky, I think. But the rest I feel like is pretty good. I feel like if I was red team in this game, I'd feel very confident going in as long as Sona doesn't get farmed by Pike.
Yeah. I've seen it happen quite often in my solo queue games.
Yeah, this is a very spicy matchup here. I
But
feel
this
like
Sona has a BLA buff where they know
yeah.
exactly what they want out of this matchup. So we'll have to see.
All right. I mean, we're walking in with the wave. We're playing on the left side. It's not bad so far. Behind the minions. Okay. Pike Draven doing a good job here, though.
Looks
Ah,
like
they,
they're trying to catch XP without being out of position. It's going to be a losing game. They're going to have to eventually pivot around.
yeah. I mean, they tried to do some stuff level 1, but their wards got eaten by Pike's sweeper, so they couldn't like ward the bush. So it was a bit tricky for them to step up. Oh, Draven took a really terrible trade there. Guys is doing a great job. Damn.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
This is a lot of volatility that Kaiser Sono is saying yes to. I'm actually going to be quite interested to see what the wave management is going to look like because I've been running 2v2s and I've had a big chat with Danman recently about wave management on Draven, how you want to like fully reset a wave and get it around the middle so you can maintain your axes and instead of just like trying to hold a freeze. I don't want to
Mhm.
talk about the bot all day, but I want to see if they can execute it this time to really snowball the Draven.
Yeah, I mean they got they got most of their sums, so they had to use Pike sums, but I'm pretty down to fight around this. Oi.
And it looks like both junglers are pathing towards this volatile bot lane matchup.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Mordekaiser did something interesting though. He skipped his golems, which I think is really weird. It does make you faster, but it's definitely pretty inefficient. Oh.
That's the Urgot level 3 spike.
Yeah, I feel like On definitely shouldn't be opting in the matchup. Draven takes the base.
I mean, getting solo killed so early, we need to be playing around our level timers. This is a bit of
Yeah,
fundamentals. I think we give him a strike there.
I think
Yes,
I
we
think
should.
with the Ornn as well, I feel like you have a very easy time opting out of the volatility, just playing on Q and like throwing Q autos out. Like I don't know, you're pretty safe. We shouldn't be like able to get sucked in. Some champs can't not opt into volatility, but On is a very very simple neutralizer.
How is Mordekaiser finished his clear 330 without doing the
The
craze?
golems, it's pretty
Yes.
slow. Hey, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's both inefficient and not as fast as it should be if he skips the golems. I don't know. It's a bit
Yeah.
awkward though because you walk into bot side with starting only level 2, so it's not like your clear is that fast either. Like with the golem skip. Hmm,
I would have been a bit worried about Mordekaiser pathing towards this losing lane and then not being able to get a crab and then only being there to like cover a dive. But it looks like he got bot crab. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, it definitely could be worse. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the other option of like pathing to your Ornn and then just praying your bot lane doesn't feed isn't exactly good either. I generally like to still, even if I have a losing matchup like this, still path down if top isn't like fruitful for me, just to make sure that the game doesn't explode around bot lane. And then also post your Mordekaiser 6. It's not like you can't fight around bot.
And just be happy
I
to
wa-
concede bot scuttle if you have to.
Yeah, it's not worth like the game. He's not friends with these golems.
no, he just skips them.
Yeah,
What's he
interesting.
doing?
I don't know. It's very like 2020 style jungling. The golems can be pretty OP.
LinwoodGerhardt. You gotta get those golems, brother.
Yeah,
That's a lot of experience.
yeah. Especially like resetting them as well to get them to level 2. Like now they're just level 1 golems sitting around. feel like he's not playing to the Mordekaiser win condition. No, he needs to just slam camps for 6. Now he's trying to play into this bot lane. Draven still has flash, so like this is the least vulnerable Draven of all time.
We gotta strike Linwood here. Sorry,
Yeah.
Linwood.
All right, we gotta see what happens here though. All right, nice. We walk back from the gank.
What's the plan here? You've got to have purpose.
Oh, he got him.
Are we gonna kill the Pike?
Kill the Pike without
I don't know.
beast.
This should never work. This should never work.
I want to half strike Pike. There's absolutely no way you ever die to that gank in a million years.
Mordekaiser Sona is not exactly super threatening.
We have E, we have W, we have Vision.
I want to highlight a bit about mid here. Mid has been fucking doing amazing. Mel has been popping off. Her wave management been on par. She's not taking a single bad trade in one of the strongest early game laners. And in the meantime, she's up CS. Big props to Moochair here.
Holding the wave here? Yeah, this is pretty nifty.
Crazy good. This guy watch my videos.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this matchup's pretty tricky as well, no? Like on the Mel side, yeah. I saw an interesting there was like a coach list. It was coach list, I think, about statistics for which champions like overperform in certain elo brackets. And Yasuo was pretty high elo skewed, but then also still had like a pretty solid low elo performance. Yon was the bigger like I guess you could say like noob stomper. He was like he was Giga OP in low elo, but Yasuo as well was like not bad as well. Surprisingly good.
I can see it. I can see it. He is very oppressive lane that a lot of players don't know what to do into.
Yeah, he's like tricky to play, but then also his pattern is also like, as you get better at the game, it gets easier to play around. Okay.
Yeah, the tricky part about this Draven Pike is like you have to know how to develop a lead, right? Like we're either going to abuse those neutral wave states with a lot of space in the lane to like 1v2 trade with Draven and give some space for Pike, or we set up a freeze and we bleed them out wave after wave. If we're not precise on exactly how we're going to snowball, then you're not going to get a lead.
Yeah, I feel like we burned sums on Kai'Sa really early, and then we'd never put them in a position where they were just screwed. And then the Sona is just outvaluing at this point. Like, yeah, the Kai'Sa Sona is kind of popping off now. This is a really nice moment to take the trade, punish the Pike being too far. I'd be super uncomfortable in Draven's position now. If you get pushed out of lane once like this, you drop control versus the Sona champion, it gets really spooky really quickly.
It's looking rough.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm seeing this state in my solo queue games, I'm gonna start developing some stage 4 narratives.
Yeah, that's
the bot lane. I'm gonna start getting into some stage 4 area here.
Always bot lane. Okay, the Ornn flashed. Okay, Joe, we hold the flash. I respect it. He's TP. He's chilling.
The top lane is always just battling it out in our reviews.
It's always to the death. It's never not to the death.
I love it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought that was into tower. That was a kind of clean dodge on the Ornn W, you know?
Mordekaiser does love his objectives. I like his thought process. I think he's sometimes a bit over eager at starting them, but at least he's aware of them and actively doing them. And I think that deserves some credit.
So I think the Mordekaiser, like the win con for this guy is to smash all your camps and get really strong and then hit the objective. Yeah. And then if the enemy team walks into you, you fight them and you win. But like so being on the objective is good, but the prerequisite to that is having smashed all your camps and then spent lots of money and got really strong, so you actually kill them when they walk in. Because Poppy should have like no chance in the 1v1, right? But she managed to push him off the grubs there. So I think Mod being a bit slow in his camps, being behind in these scenarios, has made it really tough for him to like kind of execute his identity. Damn.
There's a lot going on down here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say about the grubs, it's quite indicative of lower elo for laners to just not influence grubs at all. And for mid lane to be stuck in mid lane, top to be stuck in top, and then supports to be stuck in bot. So yeah, I would love to see people actively shove waves and link up when their jungler is moving towards grubs. Otherwise, very explosive bot fight there.
Yeah, I mean, Yasuo has lots of time to push and move, but then also this is really good for Kai'Sa. Like, I guess Draven got some money, but just another winning fight for Kai'Sa, getting the wave out again, almost killing Pyke.
Yeah, we can't stress how insanely unplayable this lane should be for the Kai'Sa Sona, and they're getting to play it.
Yeah, it's really tough. I feel like I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the Sona player, to be honest. Like they've minimized a lot of the risk they could be playing against.
I think Kaiser too. I think they both did really good, actually.
Yeah, I feel like Kai'Sa was a bit volatile. She opted into some of the summoner trading early. Okay.
Another top lane fight to the death.
It's always to the death.
Did he not have E?
I feel like
I don't think she did.
he should have had E. I felt like at that time. Let me click him. 8 seconds. Never mind. It's not even close.
He's never
actually
had
a 5.
threat there.
Yeah, it's a fight to the death on top.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to stand there and send it, I guess.
I've played this matchup on Urgo before, and I want to look for the people that don't know this. When I was starting up the top lane academy with Curtis, Charlie, and Nathan, Urgo used to be my champion. Right? I actually got like a 70% win rate climbing almost a grandmaster on Urgot on top lane. Now, one of the key things that we talk about in the Urgot guide, which is one of the best guides that we made on top, is that he's weak as shit. Right? He's got a big drop off in power until level 9. And he, right here, used his level 3 spike really well. And then he started disrespecting and he started playing in this weaker point of the power curve. And he now gets himself one shot. And as Urgot, that's a really big problem. You gotta respect the power curve. Strike him.
I also think that when you play the Urgot, when the tank guy comes back with like a chain vest, you're really weak until you can get your cleaver on, I feel. Like the other guy just has 1 million HP. Okay.
Big problems. Let's investigate this invade from the Poppy here.
I feel like that was like a million things that happened here. There's like this 10-year-long bot fight where everyone dies, but it ends up looking pretty good for blue, right? All right, so we're chilling. We walk in. This is too much. We have top camps up. We don't need to punish the other guy. We can just, base, get back into this space again.
I think the problem is no one can help him from, like, his ADC hasn't shoved, his mid laner isn't shoving.
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky. I don't know what to think about the Kai'Sa gameplay. I mean, we're playing so confidently and aggressively, but we're also potentially giving Draven opportunities to cash out and snowball, but it's working out.
Yeah, I mean, there was one fight before where they fought on the Draven and Draven just stood there and killed him. So it was like sometimes kind of sus, but then some of the moments have been really good as well. So it's hard to say.
I think it's important to understand like when it's the time to limit test and to fight, and when it's another time to chill and scale and reduce volatility. And it's cool that this player has that confidence to just scrap it out and fight and perform. But if you have a Sona and you're against a Draven Pyke, you got to make damn sure that you do everything in your power to reduce that volatility and heavy trades.
Yeah, when the Draven's running around with like BF Sword Pickaxe, he has so much AD that he's kind of scary. I think people always forget about like champs have like relative spikes in the game, right? And it's like, sure, you might have just killed Draven, but if you go back and bypass the Kraken Slayer and all these like god awful components, and he comes back with BF Sword Pickaxe, even if you're ahead 500 gold, he might just beat your head in.
I want to do some striking, guys.
All right.
I want a full strike Pyke. If that's, I think we need a full strike. Like we're playing Pyke and we just haven't done enough. We haven't orchestrated a bot lead. We didn't roam up to Grubs. We haven't impacted mid when the wave was pushed to us. So if you play Pyke, you've got to do more. That's what your champion demands.
Yep. I think Urgot needs to get full strike. I think Poppy needs to get strike, and I think Yasuo needs to get strike.
All right. Give me the run through. So Poppy, yeah, for sure. This was too much. And Urgot, this is pretty self-explanatory. He's getting farmed by Own now.
Yes.
But the Yasuo, what's your problem with the Yasuo gameplay?
How are you 25 CS down?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's like a really low pressure matchup.
Exactly. It's just complete mismanagement of the wave and mismanagement of creating yourself these trading windows, which I cover extensively in the guide. But yeah, it looks like Moochair's wave management was just on another level comparatively towards Agnes's.
I also think something really great about Mel is that she makes TSing really easy, right? It's super easy to get all the minions in the wave. And so like Yasuo's level 11, right? So it's not that he's not on the waves. It's that he's just kind of like I don't know, maybe looking for trade too much, just missing a lot of the creeps. It's important that even when we're trying to win lane, that we keep our own economy high. You know, we always want to be playing for the creeps first and foremost, and then punishing is like something we do at the same time. You know.
So, Tim, what do you want to see from Yasuo in terms of wave management?
Hold the wave on the side. We go for 2-wave crash and 2-wave crash. So we hit the level of spikes earlier. And then we're going to try to hold the wave on the side to force extended trades. Because Mel is one of these champs that can't play on the longer lane. An extended trade is just not in her. It's not in her arsenal. And if we can force them, and therefore we can pressure her with it, then she's going to be forced to drop a lot of farm. Otherwise, she's going to get nuked.
Yeah, I feel like Mel has just been super comfortable, like sitting under a
Yeah.
tower, chilling, last hitting. It's been like kind of just her comfort zone. If Yasuo isn't on this side of the lane, he can't run you down. It's pretty tough.
Did Yasuo not have wind balls there? Maybe he used it for
Mel,
was it
Mel
Mel
blew it in
boost?
the trade before. Yeah. So
Okay, because Pike executed that really well. Otherwise, that was a well executed gank. Very patient with his abilities.
okay, Kai'Sa's Ninja Tabi, she's full build. Okay.
Is that the right build?
I don't know. I like it. A lot of 80s do like the Tabi versus Draven. Just to whoa, hold on, I have to go watch this. How did this
It's
happen?
Kiva Spike.
It's true. He okay, kind of one shots him now. Not gonna lie. Holy
I love
Wow,
it.
that was a long execute
wow.
range.
Okay. Now this champ is
One of the-
cracked.
Yeah, because he reaches a big power spike at level 9, so he can keep the W on basically infinitely. That
Mhm.
already is a big difference maker. Now at level 13, it's only going to get stronger because his leg cooldown is going to get a lot shorter.
Yeah, and I guess being able to punch through the armor of the On finally swings the matchup back in his favor.
That's right.
I don't know, but yeah, the Tabi, I think it's not great on Kai'Sa because she really needs attack speed so she can like evolve her E. I think it's like pretty important. I think everyone goes Greaves on this champion because of this like one specific interaction. But outside of this, like okay, fair enough. I think Mordekaiser definitely should never feel compelled to flash away from situations like this. If you have ult, you can always just ult the Poppy. She's not very threatening.
There's a big fight to the death bot.
Oh my.
Mordekaiser's in the realm.
There's a
Okay.
fight
Oh
everywhere.
my.
Poppy's on the run.
Can we do some investigation into LinwoodGerhardt's OPGG?
LinwoodGerhardt's OpenGG. You want to see if he's
Yes.
a Mordekaiser player?
Yes, I need to see if he's a Mordekaiser player.
Oh,
I
right.
recognize that name from the BLA, so maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
not a
but-
Mordekaiser jungle one trick.
Yeah, definitely looks like he's off roll here.
Okay.
Like very off roll as well, from what I can tell.
That's okay.
All right.
LinwoodGerhardt's having a rough time. We're going to strike him again, though, but
Yeah, it's looking
jungle's
a little
not your
tough.
role, brother.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I want to outstrike both Draven and Pike for similar reasons, but our Pike, I think we've left bot lane once to gank that Yasuo. There have been several top objectives. There have been plenty of moments where there's a lot of action around the middle of the map. We still haven't orchestrated that 2v2 lead.
Yeah, I mean, top has been to the death the entire game.
Yeah, and I think like from the Draven's perspective, like at some stage we should have that sense of urgency of like we're Draven Pike, we're not getting anything done. If we're struggling to make progress 2v2, just encourage your support to leave, right? Just farm 1v2. You're not under that much threat. Get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty worth it. And I think for LinwoodGerhardt, I think the thing in this game is you just need to lead way harder on like the Mordekaiser reference points, right? We need to get our camps dead. We need to get way more economy into us, and then we just start the objective and let them walk into us. Mordekaiser is not a champion where we should be walking at anyone. People should always have to come into us, and we do that by being strong, getting on the objective, and then if they don't contest, then you just slowly stack your objectives. You're not a very proactive champion. This guy's more of like a, if you contest me, I will win because I'm a stick of stats. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep farming and keep hitting the dragon when it spawns.
So how does blue side win the game right now? What's their win condition here?
They have a decent
Well, I
lead.
think having the towers down is a big chance to potentially snowball. if Draven just kind of like 1v2 shoves mid and then Pyke gets to roam around and link up, I think they have quite a lot of threat if Poppy and Pyke run around together, create number advantage, kill some people.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty spooky for Sona to be on mid wave, right? So they should have to give priority, and then they can walk to whichever side of the map they care about. If they get caught like this, it's tough though. Kai'Sa loves this kind of fight. All right, money for Sona. Always spooky.
Okay, that's a pretty rough death from the Urgot here.
And the
Yeah.
entire team leaned towards that as well, so we're not really getting anything else done.
No cross map, yeah. I feel like this is like pretty. This is pretty obvious. Everyone was moving up river. Just need to wait for the homies to shove mid, and then you can step up a bit more aggressively. All right.
Very interesting man disadvantage fight here.
I mean, Mordekaiser's
Whoa!
cooking though. Okay, never mind. Almost got him. This Kai'Sa play is really impressive, no? Number
He's
one Sabrina fan.
Playing well.
They're playing fights very well. But it's
Yeah,
so
or
hard for
missing
Sona to
that
play
ult
this
was-
game.
Or missing that all was. That's no good.
I was watching the Mordekaiser Poppy fight, so I just I just saw the Arnold like go past my window. I was like, oh.
I think if he hits that, the fight is just completely won.
Oh, and they get mid tower in response. Okay. I mean, the game's a lot more playable now. When we had that mid tower disadvantage, Sona's going to be homeless for the rest of the game, but got some
Yeah,
space to
Explain
work
why
with.
that's the case. Why is mid tower so important? Cupcake.
Yeah, because it's the middle of the map, right? So if there is any action anywhere and you have control of the middle of the map, you can get there first. Mid minions meet before side minions. And so if you influence the mid wave, then you can move that pressure towards the side wave before the result happens there for that wave. And so basically, if you have control of the middle of the map, you can translate that to another area and just really take control of a lot of the map. And especially on an immobile enchanter like Sona, you're squishy, you're immobile. You need a bastion of safety to fall back to. And if you're caught, in the open and river and jungle, you're very vulnerable to just getting one shot. And so it just becomes very tricky to play if you don't have much space to work with.
Makes sense. We got a bit of an Octagon startup here. These are always tricky.
It's very comfortable for Mordekaiser though. He loves to be in this situation where enemy has to walk into him. All right, we don't walk in.
LPL Octagon.
It's kind of chill.
I mean, this is why we like these types of comms for lower elo, right? Like people don't have the skill sets developed to properly play around waves and creating pressure and fog and pick. And if fights just end up 4v4, then the Sona, the Mordekaiser, the Ornn, they're gonna be happier.
All right, that was an interesting sequence. Mel gets picked down here, and then Mordekaiser dies here. Mord really needs to respect while his team is making this play here. And then they'd have the man advantage for the dragon, but now they're going to have to give this up, even though his team did a good job to go find like a low pick here. Could they still fight it? Maybe they could, I guess. Okay, Kai'Sa thinks so. Never mind.
Let's do some investigation into this these mid laners. Let's see how they play the mid game, because that's always where we run into trouble usually.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what this Mel's. Oh, got a bit of a TP happening on bot.
Oh my
This
god!
guy's just skill checking everyone.
Yeah, it's
This guy's
crazy.
smurfing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Do you personally know this guy, Cupcake? This guy might be a smurf.
No, I don't.
He's
I
cooking.
know everyone else in the bot lane.
All right. Okay. This comp is so annoying to play against as Yasuo. You have the Mel Reflect for your Tornado. You have the Poppy W for all of your dashes. It's very tricky. He has to play like super hard off of Arnold. Very annoying Yasuo game. All right. And I'm very impressed with the Kai'Sa, but he's not going to have E upgrade. I feel like that one sucks. I really like this E upgrade.
For some reason, he also dropped 100 CS somewhere. I'm not sure where he dropped 100 CS, but he's fighting well. But we need to investigate some farming in some coaching sessions.
Mordekaiser's in. Oh. I feel like I haven't seen him hit E, apart from on the
No,
pike in
he's-
bot lane. It's a bit tough. But this is a
He
good fight to
stopped.
force.
Nice. This was well played. Good job by Linwood.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she lives? Uh-oh. Oh. Good night.
There's a lot of fighting here. I'm not sure how much direction is behind this fighting.
It's looking good for red currently. Alright.
Okay. I think maybe we skip forwards until the game really breaks open now. I think we've got a feel for this
okay.
mid game. Maybe it breaks open right now.
Nope. It all ends.
Chilling on the ward.
Yeah. I think when it comes to the Baron Nashor, you really need to take control of this bush. We need pink wards in here. We need to sweep this. If you can stop them from walking in here, kill them when they're trying to walk in, it's really easy to play out these scenarios. But if they can see you, it's not so easy.
Yeah, I think people get scared to leave their allies' screen and just go clear a bush or shove a wave to help set up for all of this. But we're playing Ornn Sona, Mordekaiser. We're happy to group up.
We group up, we hit the objective, enemy team walks into us, we turn off, we kill them. It's pretty straightforward, and they did it pretty well here. But it's also just like this 27 minutes Sona. She's so online. It's crazy. I feel like there's always this big narrative around like bot lane enchanters and like being annoying to play with. When I have Sona on my team, I'm like so chilling. Like it's annoying for like 5 minutes, and then after that, you just have Sona champion and they have like Pike or something, you know? Like
Hold up here.
Yeah.
You're a jungler. You can hit camps. Right?
Yeah.
But what I experience when I play with a Sona is I'm playing 1v2 in the end. You know?
It's a trade-off.
I mean,
Yep. You're playing 1v2 for 10 minutes, and then you get the best scaling champ in the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, it's true. I don't have to lane, but then also if enemy melee support is running at my head the entire game because my Sona's chilling in lane, it's not exactly fun either. But it's just so cracked if you can get it out of the lane. So
Absolutely.
very comfortable. He's even
Okay,
got his.
let's move forwards until the game really breaks open here.
Are we gonna get anything done with the Baron Nashor? We just took a dragon with it so far. Oh no, this is so sad.
Wow.
Now, trying to 1v2 with Baron is ballsy.
I feel like he might have won this if he off of his first tornado, if he just autoed once or twice more before ulting instead of instantly QR. I think he probably wins this though. It's not
for sure.
it's not a necessary risk. You're 100% correct about this. Oh my guy. Great.
Okay. I want to strike Mordekaiser and Sona here. We have Baron buff, and we're not using it.
Yeah.
We are just everyone is way too fixated on champions rather than just using Baron buff, standing by minions,
Gotta go smash some towers.
breaking structures. And
Yeah.
then if there's a fight in front of you, you can take it, but we need to understand how to use Baron.
Yeah, we always say the league is a fighting game, but at the end of the day, you win the game by blowing up their base, right? So it's like the point of being strong and winning fights is so that you can kill their towers and kill their nexus.
And that's kind of what I see in lower elos especially, is that the mindset's super focused and fixated on kills, instead of looking at the game in terms of pressure and control and objectives.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's really helpful if there aren't any kills, you kind of know what you're playing for and what you're going to do. And then if a kill opportunity presents itself, you're ready to execute, you're ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, yeah, you're playing around pressure, around waves, understanding a vague idea of what's next, which is very hard to develop in the mid to late game.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the idea that I like to, the way that I like to phrase it to myself is that I'm doing this, and if they contest me in it, they will die, right? But the base plan without kills has to progress the game, or else it's like we're just kill hunting, right? At that point. So I think something you can do is like, all right, like, look for map setup. I think we just, let's push top, let's push mid, and like get these waves in, put our control in here, and then start taking one side of the jungle. And now at a bare minimum, we're playing for 3/4 of the jungle, and this is like, a couple hundred gold every minute, and it's like that already progresses the game immediately. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kai'Sa is just in. She does not give a fuck.
Oh.
This is a bit tough on the execution front, but it was extremely brave. Enemy team was very scared.
Yeah.
All right.
I quite like what I'm seeing from Urgot, just not like necessarily specifically in this game, but just being comfortable doing your own thing and assessing the situation and not feeling the need to like constantly clump on your teammates 24/7 is can be rare in the lower elos. So
Yeah, this 5v5 is really tough to play out, so I think it's good that he's like opting out.
Might even win this.
ah,
Borg shield both are strong.
Yeah, he also kind of has Thanos dueling items now, so it's a bit tough. Okay. Some more confrontation.
I mean, to me, this game is just comp diff so far. I'm not really. I think Kaiser has been executing fights pretty well, taking some other questionable fights. A lot of scrapping, very little control around waves, very little understanding of how to orchestrate a play from both sides, but one side is better at grouping up. So that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I feel like the on Sonar, like, I don't want to say plays itself, but it's just like you have such a substantial advantage going in to any of these scenarios. And the Sonar player is like opting into very low risk. Like, I haven't seen a scenario where I thought, damn, maybe Sonar dies here, maybe it's tight. Like, they've been pretty good about like not getting into like variant scenarios. Close.
Absolutely, fully embracing their champion identity.
Yep.
It's not sexy League of Legends, but it works and good play to them.
All right.
Especially with this duo, like Sona guys has like one of these duos that just also they don't really fit together what they want to do. So they've done a really good job.
Pretty tricky to get out of the lane phase. All right. This looks a bit better. We're looking to crack some towers now with this. Crack the base open.
I think in general, right, the review is just pretty over because of the fact that I don't see Poppy have a single grain of impact this game anymore. Same with Pyke. I think they just got completely outskilled. And I don't really... Yeah, Draven, I kind of as well. Like, Draven look maybe, but kind of just looks to be the end of it here.
Yeah. Let's end it here. I think... no, I totally agree. I think it was over very quickly with that Poppy invade that failed, with the failed 2v2 where Kaiser got multiple crashes into bases with good resets, good tempo, decent farm.
All right.
So any standout performers for you guys this game?
I mean, I think the Sona player played this game very, very well. Just overall, low risk, straight to champion identity, playing, like punishing when they could punish. But outside of that, like if anyone was sending it was Kaiser, it was very much Sona's just kind of like chilling, playing what's in front of them. And then playing, I don't know, just a good scaling game of League of Legends where we stand together with the homies and we fight and we win.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. Kaiser fought the fights well. Sona played to her identity. She was always there. Good stuff. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I feel like from scoreboard, it looks like Poppy did not have the greatest game, and she didn't, of course.
No,
but
she didn't.
I think that like there was also not much afforded to her. I feel like on bot lane, like the bot wave was just never in a position to play around, and mid was just chilling on the tower. I don't think this was wrong from mid. I think that it's just like these two together just weren't working together and like getting the game going. And so it's like it's not like necessarily just like all right, you ran your team down, but I think from here these two they just needed to be the engine behind the team, and they weren't finding anything in this game. They needed to make the progress.
To find stuff for mid because this mid lane wave state was in the perfect position the entire game. Like I want to give props to Moochair.
Yeah,
he had a bit of a rough mid game because it's just really hard to play. And I understand, but Moochair had the wave state in the perfect position, and his team could capitalize on it like basically permanently, but there was zero capitalization.
Yeah, every time Pyke came through, there was sums or deaths for Yasuo, but it just wasn't happening the entire game.
Yeah, right. I think it would be much easier to be able to execute on the bot play, a longer lane, easier to dive 3v2. If not, then we've got to find something. And I think the Poppy and the Pyke are students of the game for this one.
Yeah,
of the game.
You play champions like this, you've got to create a win condition.
Yeah, stuff needs to get done. We gotta do some punishing, or else we need to hop on the Jonas, if we're just gonna be chilling.
I want to give the having a crack award to LinwoodGerhardt. He had a good crack this game.
For sure. I mean, towards the mid game, he was kind of smurfing the fights, opening a lot of good scenarios. Great. Like very, very brave, very, very ready to get things going. There was some mechanical execution stuff. Definitely need to clean it up on the mod, but it was pretty solid towards the back end. Even with some tough golem skips, we need to focus on these homies. They're very They're very tasty camp. They give you a lot of money.
Yeah, especially for being filled, right? Like, look,
Yeah. It's not bad.
I'm not sure if Poppy was filled, but if Poppy wasn't filled and this guy's filled, he obviously did a good job.
Poppy is also filled here, so
Okay. Yeah,
it's kind of the battle of the fill in the jungle role.
I see now. I see. Okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty tricky on the Poppy side navigating the Mordekaiser matchup because you saw in the mid game Mord just ults Poppy and then
Yeah.
it's like really tough. So I think it's chill.
Beautiful.
All right. Anything else, or shall we wrap it up?
This was good.
I think we're good.